Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Guys, welcome back.
Yeah, Joe here.
Kevin.
We're very excited to hop into the next episode of Mad Men for you
Yeah,
guys.
left off on a really interesting note, didn't we?
Yeah, lots of well, it's all drama, but I mean, like lots of drama happened in the last episode. Roger kind of saved Don's secretary's butt there. She gave Joan some sass. Joan fired her, and then
And she deserved to be fired.
she did because they went into
To Cooper's office, right? Bert
Yeah.
Cooper's office, right?
Which
And she let him, and Joan knows it.
yeah, and so like she deserved to be fired for that.
Right.
However, she saved her butt. Don and Betty went to a dinner where Jimmy
Right.
Jimmy definitely kind of spilled the beans on Don and his wife there.
The seed is definitely planted that Betty is back to thinking that Don might be cheating, except now I feel like it's even... I mean, she threw up in the car on the way back. I think now that she knows... And the fact that Don's not even speaking about it at all when he got called out kind of makes him look so much more guilty.
Big time.
And he is guilty. Like, I don't feel bad for Don getting caught at all.
I apologize. I think I mixed it up. I think that them going into Sterling's office, I think that was the episode before last.
It might have been... Going in might have been before that, but her getting caught...
Yes.
And was this one.
Yes. So
it wasn't Sterling's office, it was Bert Cooper's office.
Bert Cooper's office, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, Roger Sterling is Roger.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, Betty throwing up in the car was a great symbolism for just...
It was and it was the last shot, too, yeah.
Yeah! That's right, yeah, because the last episode they had that nice picnic where they just flung the trash everywhere. Right. Yeah, that was a great moment, too. Ken and Salvador had the dinner.
Salvador was definitely hitting on
Ken. Threw it out there.
Ken I thought Ken was incredibly gracious in how he just put it back nicely, like no thank you.
I don't know if he actually knows though. Do you think?
Oh, I think he did. That's why he got up and left.
I guess so.
He was like, I gotta go. I don't need dessert. I don't need coffee. I just need to leave because he was getting hit on. Yeah,
just gonna leave now.
Just gonna leave, right?
So yeah, there's a lot of dynamics at play here. There doesn't seem to be a rift between Ken and Salvador. I think.
No, which is great. I love that because there could have been.
There definitely could have been.
Right.
Especially in 60s America.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
I think that was illegal.
I don't know if it was illegal, but it certainly was largely frowned upon.
Yes. And his professional reputation would definitely be at stake there.
Completely. His job, he might not be able to keep his job if something like that got out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was ridiculous to think how far we've come. Yeah.
Right. And how far we weren't there. Yeah.
But no, going forward, you're right. I think going forward, the main source of drama is going to be between Don and Betty because her insecurities are going to come to the surface.
Yeah, and now Don's going to be on backpedaling a little bit.
Also, I love that Jimmy told Don, "Hey, I know what you're doing." And
right.
Didn't make a big scene of it. Just told
just
Don
said,
man to man,
"Stay away from my wife."
Stay away from my wife. Literally, it was awesome. But
I thought Jimmy was 1,000% in the right in that conversation too.
And they just keep up they keep stacking on top of each other. How Don is now aware that he has reputation.
Yeah,
he's getting around. Don's
like Don. Yeah, you don't have this secret Lothario life that you think you have, Don. No. People know what you're starting to know what you are.
Yeah. Last time he saw Bobby, he left her tied up.
I don't know why he keeps seeing Bobby. I guess after the tie-up thing he stopped, but just stop.
She's definitely hung around more than I thought she would.
Yeah.
And also, like, I'm not condoning Don's cheating, but she seems different from most of the women that he usually fools around with. It just seems way different than his type. So maybe that's the appeal. I don't know.
Well, the thing for me, it isn't type. It's the reason he's going to get caught, and he deserves to get caught. He always, in the past, it seems like when we started the show, was getting with women that had nothing to do with his work, so he could kind of keep him separate and keep himself insulated.
Rachel Mencken.
Only a little bit, and even then he got in trouble for that. Bert Cooper called him out on that.
Oh yeah.
Called him cowboy and told him to keep it away from work, and he didn't listen. Cooper says keep it away from work, and he didn't listen, and he hooked up with one of their biggest clients' wives.
Yeah,
and this is all on Don.
All on Don. So yeah, he needs to really practice some restraint here and realize what he's doing.
I think he needs to get divorced. I think he's
at this point. Yeah, I think he should divorce him.
I think he deserves to lose his wife. I will say this: there were a lot of times when we were watching, like, okay, a lot of drama outside the office. Can't wait to get back to some of the in-office stuff, right? Well, one of the commenters said, like, Matthew Weiner has apologized for this season because he said it became too much Desperate Housewives outside the office and not enough of office stuff. And see, after that, it gets back more into the office. But Weiner feels like this was his weakest season because it was almost all about the romantic stuff and not enough about the work stuff.
I haven't really noticed.
I noticed
we noticed that we're not in the office as much,
right? And the office stuff is really cool. But yeah, we definitely aren't getting it as much of it as
the first season.
As the first season. And that's the fun stuff for me. Is the stuff the fun stuff is the office stuff, and of course the romantic intrigue is equally as important. But I enjoy the office stuff a lot, and we are having less of it.
It is interesting that like obviously he probably apologized after the season was over. Back then it was
He
weekly.
might have even been in the shows, or I don't know when he did it. But.
Sure, but like back then this is weekly.
Right.
You wait a week to get an episode. We're binging this.
Yeah.
Essentially,
We're watching it once a week.
We do too, but we had the whole show ahead of us.
Right.
So it's not.
We're not waiting like half a season.
We
and
don't
stuff.
really pick up on that,
right?
Because like we're just watching it as a whole. So that's interesting that he apologized for that. It's still strong writing. It's still a great.
No,
show.
yeah, I am not disliking the show at all.
No, not at all.
But that is one thing I have is I do miss some of the really brilliant in office stuff that we had. We had a lot more of in the first season.
Well, I guess we have
because I mean like. Well, things like the carousel and stuff, right? Or the pitch to the lipstick thing, or
one of the best
the cigarette pitch to start the series.
It's toasted.
It's toasted, right? I mean, I do want more of that stuff, you know.
Yeah,
but I'm not disliking any of it. But I kind of do want more of that stuff for sure. But
hopefully
it sounds like from the comment that we got that we're going to get back into more of that a little bit down the road. Yeah, it's 6 or 7 seasons. I think it's 7. Yeah. At any rate, we do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers. So Brian Harris, Rex, and AB, thank you so much, guys, and welcome. We sincerely appreciate you. Thank you.
Guys rock. For those of you guys checking us out on YouTube, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
While you're here, if you don't mind hitting that like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button.
Yes, it'd be very helpful, and for those of you who've done it, thank you so much.
You are the best.
If you would like to see a full-through reaction to Mad Men and all the other stuff that we're watching, please check out the link to our Patreon in the description below.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we are doing our first movie poll over there for subscribers as well. We are going to be checking out a prison movie next week, and we would like all the Patreon subscribers' input, and that could be you.
Yeah, it's a giant list, guys. There's lots of movies to choose from.
Yeah, turns out there's a lot of prison movies we haven't seen.
Cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Oh, so she's okay.
She's working through some things right now.
Yeah.
Like finding out her husband's cheating on her.
She's like, you're tired.
Yeah, right. What are you panting about, lady?
Yeah.
All you need to do is unscrew the fuse and replace the plug down.
Wow.
Sounds like you could do it.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, they're not
You need to be
okay.
able to plug in the hot plate. I'm going to have a house full of people. I'd appreciate it if you take care of the things on the list.
Bertie, I'll fix it.
Thank you.
He's not going to charm his way right out of this.
I don't think he knows she knows.
That's true. He wasn't over there with
Left.
I don't like her sister after that thing she pulled with the priest in confession.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of her sister either.
No. It was all jealousy.
I do feel empathy for her, but
sure,
but I don't like her.
Is it the priest?
Hello, Father. What a pleasant surprise.
It is. We haven't seen
I
him.
want to see if he's going to be a jerk again.
Use a visit.
He took a few episodes off, didn't he?
Yeah.
How is he?
He was
Much
awful the
better,
last time we
thanks.
saw him.
Good. I see you at church, but you don't seem very comfortable.
No, that's not true.
You don't participate, you keep to yourself.
You were rude to me the last time I saw you?
What do you mean?
Publicity. Last year's poster was girls in garlands dancing around a maypole. I don't think that's what the kids want.
Midsummer? No, they don't.
There was a scene with a murderous Russian spy who was referred to as an agitator repeatedly. And this led into a Maytag spot, the title of which is The Amazing Agitator. Politics aside, you need to be aware that a client will take any excuse not to pay us. You need to get your department in line or I'll gut it.
Yes, sir. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Is he the only one in the department, though?
I think so. I don't know if he has any underlings or anything.
Tell him you don't have a department.
It's just him.
Like, dude, I can't watch everything.
Yeah.
That's why we have juniors. Someone to blame.
You need someone to lay down on the barbed wire so you can run over them.
That's what I was saying. You need to hire somebody.
Heineken was pleased but confused.
The fact that you don't use their product?
That's why I brought Campbell.
The fact that you don't use their product.
So what's the problem? Surrounded by cheese and crackers and toothpicks with cellophane tips.
We can try that. Maybe short, uneven stacks, make it look popular. Plus, housewives love green.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that's a big selling point for Heineken, too, is the fact that the bottle's green.
Yeah,
People like
I think
that.
so, too. Whoa.
What are you doing? Why?
She's angry. Got a lot going on.
She did that very delicately. She broke a chair, but
Yeah. She was very delicate about it, wasn't she? Took several swings.
It did. Those poor kids.
Right.
I don't think Mitch has been very happy with my recent promotion.
Are you?
Yes, of course.
Figure out a way to do the job yourself.
Oh, dang. I mean, that's not fair.
It's one guy doing the television. You can't read every script that you're pitching ads for.
TV was popular back then, but maybe they don't really understand how popular it really is, you know?
Right.
Peggy Olson speaking.
Hello, Peggy.
Oh, she acted like
this
his
is
secretary.
Father John
answered the phone.
Gill.
That's interesting.
Do you have a minute? Make it into a poster?
What do you mean, whatever this is?
Well, there's been some discussion.
It's wholesome and romantic. And you have to get the girls. It's the only way the boys will come.
Well,
Tell them that this is the way it works. And I know better than them.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's doing this for free.
Yeah.
As a favor. I would not be taking any notes. Like, you can use it. You can use it or not.
Well,
use
she's
it.
the expert.
Exactly.
I'm like,
hello, Joan.
Hello, Warren.
That's a no, Warren.
You look great today.
Oh,
still a no, Warren.
Things like that. It's common sense.
Right,
really.
yeah.
It sounds interesting.
It is, for the first few. And there's Maytag in there. They're very sensitive to communism.
Very sensitive to communism.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cold War.
Why can't I do that?
Because you already have a job.
No, I mean talk to her like that. She's so much woman.
Because he wasn't hitting on her.
He was not hitting on her.
Yeah.
Just talk to her.
She's been looking fabulous this season, hasn't she?
I wonder if that's intentional. They make it look so much better, and Don's just oblivious.
The simple fact that he's stepping out on such an impossibly beautiful woman.
You're a fool, Don Draper.
Insecure. Just
fool.
Yeah.
I feel like that would give me trauma as a kid.
Right.
Go
dance for our visitors.
So, Grace? Carla, would you please put these in water? And our head count is now 7.
Lose
a plate. Lose a plate.
Bobby, shake Mr. Phillips' hand.
You like baseball, Bobby?
Come on, let's go to bed.
Kids are like that.
Yeah.
They'll hide behind their
I
parents.
was kind of like that.
So was I, yeah.
This is Petra and Crab Colson.
Crab duck, duck crab.
Tomato juice.
And we have a choice of Burgundy from France or a frosted glass of beer from Holland.
Is that Heineken?
They got Heineken.
That's
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Incredible.
What an interesting experiment.
I have to sit down.
I think Crab's wife really tied one on.
Somebody get her some mint jelly here.
Yeah, exactly. Honey, eat something.
Also, that's a lot of continents to be eating. I would... you don't want to mix Spain with Japanese food and lamb. I feel like I'd feel so sick at the end of the night.
Small portions is the key.
Yeah.
I doubt they're going heavy.
Sure.
I think it's exactly what we talked about.
I don't like the way they're dancing.
It's just... oh, my God.
You know I have a job.
Right. You know what I do
Thank
for a
you
living.
very much. I'll see what I can do.
I just wouldn't
You're
do
such a doll.
Change the color and put out the same one. Look, how's that? It's a yellow now. Peggy should take precedence here. She's the one doing... Guys, remember who's doing who the favor.
Exactly.
I mean, really. This is a favor.
Hired. She's doing
right.
this for free.
I'm not really on the committee. I'm more of a liaison.
You're supposed to tell them that they should trust me.
Right.
That's your job.
Yeah.
You're Dawn. Yeah, just like, dude.
It's funny how he's like, I'm just a liaison. He's kind of like a liaison for God as well.
Here's what your job is, Father. Your job is to call these ladies back and say, we're going with the original idea. And
Here's
tell
your
Peggy,
free flyers.
and tell Peggy thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
This is the first time we're actually seeing her boyfriend.
I don't think we've seen him yet. Yeah.
I'll get plates.
Were they married yet? They were
engaged.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they got married.
You're not gonna.
I didn't know you were such a reader.
It's part of my job.
I thought you just walked around with people staring at you.
You.
With a box of bonbons on your lap to soothe your cravings.
It's a hoot.
I guess that's okay.
I'm glad you approve.
Right? I'm glad she's able to talk back a little bit on that.
Yeah,
You
so
gonna
he's...
get me a glass of water on?
Of course.
Yeah, he wants a housewife.
He wants a
Joan's not
housewife, yeah. Is that where the problems are going to be?
I think so.
I don't think Joni is just the walk around and look good girl. I think she kind of gets that reputation, but I think that she's a worker.
She's a strong woman.
Yeah. Just because she's beautiful doesn't mean she's not doing her job.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, just chilling on the couch.
She looks like she wants to fight. Yeah, she's mad. Is it about the Heineken thing? Because I don't see what she'd be upset about. That's when she seemed to lose it.
I know about you and that woman.
Yeah.
There we go.
What?
Damn it, Don, I know you're having an affair. How could you?
Yeah, I don't
You're
understand
so
it either.
old.
Okay, well, let's do.
You think I would sleep with that woman?
You can't help yourself.
I mean, she's right.
So right.
Admit it.
He can't help himself. He did not do a good job denying it.
No.
I'm not saying I wanted him to.
I think that's his defense. His defense is just like
Run away. He's a runaway guy for sure. Yeah. I'm going to bed. We're not even talking. Yeah. Ever since he tried to get in the car and run away with Rachel Macon, it's like that's who Don is. He's the guy who runs away from his problems. Classic avoidance.
Poor Betty.
Yeah.
And she's right. He has embarrassed her time and time again with all his infidelities. And really,
that's what she's talking about. The humiliation
Yeah.
of everyone knows that you're cheating on me.
And I sit here all day with these kids.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Bye-bye. He's just going to wait it out.
He's going to wait it out. That's he said. He's avoiding it completely. He's going to wait it out.
Aren't you going to be a daddy soon? I've done my part. The rest is up to her. Don't pay
Oh, God.
D-Day.
I've got next week's scripts.
Don't hold anything back now. Oh, she won't.
Well, it was nice to meet both of you in person.
See, Joan has a lot of talent, man.
She can charm them, too.
She is charming and smart.
That's a lot of the job, too, is charming people. She is a charmer.
She should be in some type of customer relations job at this place and not just, running the office.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be her role moving forward.
Right. It should be. That'd be great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't blame her.
Some proof here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go digging, lady.
I hope she catches him.
I'd feel so horrible if she can't find anything, so she believes him.
Hard to say.
Can we get you something? We've got a fridge full of Heineken out there.
It's 11 a.m. for Pete's sake. Well, thanks for coming by.
So that's my
so excited that you should hear from. I think I can say this because Don's being modest. Don's wife, she's a peach of a girl. They had a dinner party.
He doesn't want to talk about this
days after place. It was incredible.
Not exactly scientific.
No, it's an anecdote.
And so I take your word on this?
Why would I lie? We're the ones who are going to have to deliver.
Yeah.
He's so good in these meetings.
Become unmissable. I don't want to give it away, but someone people think is dead is not.
Soap opera layout.
But, well, if you lock them in at this rating and then they exceed it, there's a bang for your buck factor, isn't there?
I would say so.
Then you should do that.
Joan is killing
They're
it.
really killing this. Yeah, what a great team they are.
So her attentions are divided at best. Make it a full-time position, $150 a week, and he has to share an office.
Sounds
They're
perfect.
gonna hire a dude instead. Come on, Harry. Say that
Joan's killing
Say
it.
that Joan's killing it.
I think she likes it too.
Yeah, I think she's enjoying it. And it's an important job. Not that being the office manager isn't, but I think she likes being part of the creative process.
I don't know how Roger can have that oversight. It really is like it's a good fit.
It's a good fit.
And who's really gonna enjoy reading soap operas? Dudes or chicks? You know what I mean? Joan's crushing it.
Yeah,
Let her do it.
Joan is crushing it.
I would never do this to you. How could you do this to me?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, Don. Come on, man. Just man up. The jig is up.
Yeah, she knows you're lying.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a walk away again.
There you go, Don. Big man.
Sit down, confess. I don't even know if couples therapy was a thing back then.
No.
But figure something out, man.
This is a divorce conversation, maybe.
Nothing happened.
It looks like it.
Now
this
you
it?
look me in the eye. You never do that.
And I love the children. I don't want to lose all this.
So stop cheating.
Yeah. You might be losing it all, buddy.
Yeah. Amazing that he's finally considering consequences.
This might be the first time we've heard him say I love you.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that's genius writing.
Right.
Joan knows everything about this.
Well, that makes one of us.
Ooh.
I've already given him. Why not? Are you busy?
No, not at all.
Oh, she just got screwed.
No, Joan. And thank you again.
Why don't you
learn to read the room, man? She was clearly upset.
go to Roger, Joan, and be like, hey, I like this job. Can I just do
Yeah,
it?
she should have done that.
Can I just do it?
No.
God already knows whatever it is.
Oh.
F off.
I hate this guy now again.
Screw
I'm
right
here.
off, buddy.
You overstepped, buddy.
Big time.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Peggy. I'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, of course.
I might be at the, I don't think so, stage. I mean, maybe she does want to do that. Maybe he's right about how she's feeling, but
I can see
he kind of put her on the spot there, though.
Big time, though. It's very unprofessional and not cool. Well, I guess it is his profession. I can see Peggy losing her religion sometime in the future.
I kind of feel like she did.
Right? Yeah, she just kind of goes.
I think she's kind of past it, yeah. Is this a screw off or I forgive you call?
Hello?
Don't come home.
Screw off.
Whoa.
What?
My head in prayer.
Is he at the office?
I pray to the Lord. Won't you lead me there?
It's kind of genius to end it with him drinking a Heineken.
Drink a Heineken at the office, yeah.
To the golden stair.
Good callback to Pete telling him, like, we have Heineken in the fridge.
Yeah. And also, that's what set everything off, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I would also be like, all right, cool. I won't come home, but like, hey, my stuff is there. Yeah, like,
right.
I got to come back for my stuff eventually.
Yeah.
Great episode. This really seemed to be focused on the women. This episode was really cool. The stuff with Betty kind of reminds me of this really good Cassavetes movie from the 70s. It's called a Woman Under the Influence, about a housewife who like really starts to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Good movie. If you guys want to check that out in your own time, you'll see a lot of parallels. But no, I am happy that Betty finally kicked him to the curb.
Yeah, it had to happen.
Seemingly kicked him to the curb. I don't know if it's going to last or what's going to happen. There's still 7 seasons, so who knows?
Can you imagine if we got through all 7 seasons without her ever finding out who he is? That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. Like, at some point, who's to blame her?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But no, I mean, good for her. I mean,
yeah,
I'm glad that she's putting her foot down.
For sure.
Nope. Well, she stepped on some glass today, so she really did put her foot down. Bad joke. What else is going on here? Peggy and the priest is continuing to be very strange.
I would stop going to the church.
It's hard to read that dynamic because he's such a weird guy, but at the same time he's too pushy, and he's seemingly trying to do the right thing for her and get her to take confession, but like really, he just needs to back off.
Yeah, he's not letting her have any autonomy to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, by the way, while I'm sitting in your office while you're doing me a favor, let me tell you what you're doing wrong.
Yeah,
I wouldn't accept that well either.
But she's also like, she has no interest in any of that. Like, she's being cordial, she's being nice. She's like, yeah, I'll make you copies.
I don't even think she wanted to do it as far as helping.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
She's like, I'm already.
She's doing it because of her family.
Right. I'm already too invested here. Yeah.
They're all so busy.
Right.
Even Joan's like, yeah, we're spread pretty thin.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have the room to hire anybody right now. So, I mean, everyone's working hard.
I will say this about the 3 women that we really focused on and stuff, because I think you're right. I think it was about the 3 women. I really feel like all of them were on the verge of greatness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like all of them are really, really growing into more strong, autonomous people.
Yeah.
You know, I think Joan is. I don't think Joan is going to spend 7 seasons as the office manager. I think Joan,
I hope not.
Or become a housewife. I think Joan has bigger designs and bigger talents and capabilities.
Joan's great.
Maybe that's kind of the point. Maybe she will. Maybe it's the idea is it was the 60s and women are going to get crushed down.
I was going to say
it's possible
they're held back by their hair.
She was held back because she was a woman. There's the only reason she wasn't offered the job. And I hired some guy who looked like he had no idea what he was doing.
He said he didn't know.
Right.
He said that. He's like, oh, so you're still be able to help me, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm like, Joan should have just had the job. I feel like Betty's taking a stand, and I feel like Peggy's going to take a stand at some point here.
It is interesting that the last shot of Joan was her kind of like, you know, rubbing the cut she got from the bra strap. And I don't know if that's supposed to symbolize like
the sexual revolution of taking the bra off.
Yes,
yeah, the bra burning. Yeah,
I still think we're several years removed from that. I think that happens later in the 60s.
I have no idea when the sexual revolution really happens as far as this specific. It's in the 60s.
Yeah.
But we're in 1962. We've got a ways to go for sure. Right.
But it's the start. It's the genesis of it. I mean,
yeah.
They all, like we said, they're all on the verge of something great, but they're just being held back by their time.
Right. And I mean, yeah, we're at the beginning, and obviously that stuff doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We already do have a beatnik moment that's becoming a hippie movement, right? And so that stuff's all coming, and it's all emerging, and, you know, Joan's kind of there with it. I feel like.
And I think that's the right read, too, because of, like, you saw her husband, who is seemingly nice
Seems
on
like a
paper,
nice enough guy on paper, right? We don't know. We've seen him for 5 minutes.
But there's
right.
a little glimpse of, you gotta get me a glass of water?
Yeah.
You should be on the couch eating bonbons, watching soap operas.
And not working.
Yeah, it's like,
exactly.
Whoa, buddy,
It's like, do you know who you just married?
She likes work. She was talking about her job. That was the main point of her
That was
conversation.
the whole conversation. Yeah, I wish you weren't doing that.
It's like, I just gotta finish my training, then you're gonna find us a house.
Then you're gonna
make
go
babies.
get us a house and start making. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think that's who she is.
So I don't think it's gonna work out with her husband. I really.
It wouldn't surprise me. It'd be weird if she got married. I don't know. Joan doesn't seem like the kind of person who's gonna be married, get married now, and be married for the entire run of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'd make me kind of sad if that's what happens. She gets married and then she like kind of moves away from the office, has kids and stuff. That'd make me really sad. But
yeah, I think she's too dynamic and important a character to kind of like shuffle off to the side like that.
And plus,
maybe as a cautionary tale. Who knows?
This being on for so long, I know that Christina Hendricks has had a career.
Sure,
she went on to be in several movies. So
yeah.
I mean, like,
and other
obviously she's on the
right.
show for a while. If that's the case, so
right. So
we'll see.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Whoops.